the ESPN released their quarterback rankings, if you will, and Sam Altshuler, I don't know if you guys know, he's a former player. His quarterback rankings, and he had Josh Allen at number 1
over Mahomes.
Well,
over Mahomes.
Was and we back to that hot take thing is he didn't even have Mahomes in the top 5.
He
right?
didn't.
Not in the top 5.
Yeah.
See
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Run me this list.
So I'm gonna run you the list here in 1 second. But yeah, he did not have him in the top 5. He had Josh Allen number 1, Justin Herbert number 2, Matthew Stafford number 3,
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers number 4, and Joe Burrow number 5.
You're not
I
that
can
at
argue
number
with
5,
the
right?
fifth one. I'm good with the 5.
You like Burrow? You're a
that
Burrow
5?
guy?
Oh, that's my guy. No, I just like number 5, Burrow.
Oh, bro, yeah.
You don't see the
pro
T-shirt?
Bro. Oh yeah. Look at that. Nice. The
I'm a Burrow over Herbert guy. Herbert,
Herbert at 2 is fucking ridiculous. I mean, has that guy won a flag football league anywhere? I mean, dude, that's nonsense.
He's a good. He's a
He's
good
a
young talent.
good young talent.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not number 2 in the National Football League.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'll say Stafford's too high at 3 too.
100%. This guy was.
He just won the Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter. You can't.
11
be,
years of
okay,
losing, and he
we're gonna
got
put
one.
Herbert at number 2 for winning nothing, and then Stafford at number 3 because
There's no
after 12
consistency.
years of nonsense, he's
Yeah.
won a Super Bowl on a loaded team with a defensive stop.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That the ref shouldn't have called.
Right.
Yeah, it's looking at that. I didn't even want to focus on him not having Mahomes in. I just wanted to focus on what you guys thought about and where the guy should rank on the list.
I honestly do not have an issue with somebody putting Josh Allen number 1. He's a tremendous talent. He played great last year. I know they lost some homes in the playoffs, but anybody who watched the game, you couldn't have a fault with what Josh Allen did on the field when it mattered.
They
He
destroyed
did
the
everything
Patriots
he
in the
could.
first round.
Destroyed the Patriots. You can make that argument. I cannot accept an argument that doesn't have Pat Mahomes in the top 5. For me, that's just doesn't fly. I love Joe Burrow. I think he's right up in the mix. Aaron Rodgers remains periodically brilliant, but I don't like the consistency of his play to necessarily be automatic top 5. I would put Brady in there because he's still so steady with what he does and delivers. And then the 5th guy, for me, I would just have to kind of kick the tires on probably give another look at Aaron Rodgers, give
Back-to-back MVP.
Yeah. I mean, there's just he's
Winning
faltered
time.
a couple times
And
when it
winning
matters,
time.
and that bothers me. That sticks with me.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he doesn't. He may well be 5, but I'm just kicking it. I'd have him ahead of Abear and who's the other guy that they had in that?
Burrow.
I'd have in there.
Yeah.
I like him. Stafford. I would probably put Rodgers in front of Stafford. So Rodgers might well be my 5. How do you guys size it up?
He's a big Packer.
Aaron
fan. Go
Rodgers is
ahead.
number 1 to me. He'll always be number 1. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the.
You can't homer your way throughout the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can. So
We're not asking for Kendrick Perkins.
right. So I would say if you're talking strictly regular season, Aaron Rodgers is probably 1 or 2 or 3 back-to-back
We're
MVP.
not
But you're not.
talking strictly
But if
regular
you're
season.
talking,
Who does that?
well, that's what he does. That's what my man. I'm a fan. He breaks my heart every time around January. I know what it feels like to be
That's
hurt.
what he does.
But I'm a big Josh Allen fan. I think he's tremendous. Rocket arm. He's taking that team to another level. Just what you were saying. If you watch that playoff game, he didn't lose the game for them. The defense fucking lost the game. And that's the defense I was ranked number 1 all season.
13 seconds, man.
Yeah,
That's wild.
They couldn't do shit to stop it at the end. So I like him. I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. But Mahomes has to be there. There's no way you don't. And they faltered a little bit throughout the season. You saw them go on the scoring drought, and they couldn't really get the ball moving, and people started playing 8 coverage against him, and that kind of shut things down for a little bit. But that guy's tremendous. So this dude must be trying to take a hot take on garbage because there's no way you don't put that man up there.
You said this is Sam Acho and his brothers.
He played
Emmanuel.
defense, so what does he know?
That guy might be one of the most annoying broadcasters on the planet. The way he talks and repeats himself over and over again, it's like a really bad church preacher. I can't handle that. I've been to church a few times. I'd stay away.
He always has those
But
sharp suits.
you'll
on,
have a
too.
guy, but you'll have to he'll read a sentence from the Bible. Then he'll read it again. He'll read it a little louder. It's like, all right, I got it, man. You know, I learned how to read in kindergarten. I haven't forgot.
Right.
We're good, man. Can we move to the next sentence? But he has that dramatic delivery. But when you strip away the delivery, the substance is pretty mediocre.
Yeah.
I think he's overrating the value of Tyreek. I think that's the reason why he's probably taking Mahomes out of the top 5,
Totally
just
my
because
bad.
he's not going to have Tyreek as a weapon. But, I mean, at the same time, they're more deeper at the wide receiver position because they managed to bring Marcus Valdez-Scantling. They've got Sky Moore in the draft. You know, even that kid out of Clemson that had the issue. I'm trying to think.
Watkins, is he still there or no?
No, he
No,
went to
no,
the
no.
Packers.
Okay.
Ross, I think he had the spinal issue.
Oh, yeah.
but
Okay.
If that kid ends up staying healthy, that kid is going to be a steal for Mahomes. And plus, you still got Travis Kelce. I mean,
And do you still have Hardman, too?
yeah,
Miko?
they still got Hardman.
He's super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's not without weapons. I mean, that's a little overstated. I mean, I like Tariq Hill probably a little bit more than you do as far as the impact he had for
A
the
lot
Chiefs.
more.
But I don't think he's
Yeah.
in a situation where like Tom Brady's last year with the Patriots.
Yeah.
He's got a new long quarterback now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I'm a diehard Chiefs fan, just like I'm a diehard 76ers fan. But it's not a homer being Mahomes is number one. But I think he's going to prove to everyone what level of quarterback he's on because, yeah, I think that I've said this from day one, not day 10. Tyreek is his importance is well overstated. To the point where when teams started going 8 coverage, it pretty much took Tyreek out, and he could only do reverse sweeps and things like that because his route running is poor. His route running is poor. He doesn't go over the middle. He's a fly guy or a reverse guy, and that's pretty much it. He's a 2-trick pony. I guess it's better than the one-trick pony.
Indeed.
And
The more tricks your pony has, the better.
I think he's going to do good in Miami. He's not going to, fall off the face of the earth. But I think Mahomes will be his best.
He will thrive off of
He will be his
Tua's
best.
accuracy.
Yeah. Yeah. You talking about Tyreek?
Can we take a moment to talk about Mike Tomlin on that podcast?
What
That
did he
was
say?
pretty good.
He said a lot of stuff, but like I watched that whole thing. I love that guy. Like he just like his views on the game, his views on just like leadership, and it was like he put on an 1.5-hour clinic. I was just literally blown away. I've always been like a casual fan of his. He just seemed like a good dude, respect the success he's had. But that podcast like elevated him like way up.
I always love hearing him talk, man.
Yeah.
And the way he handled the Antonio Brown situation when it happened, I mean, I just,
Even how he handled in the podcast, like talking about the time they had together, like he didn't trash him, but he let you know that things had changed.
Yeah.
And he brought in stories from when he was young and had a kid, and like literally his kid would stay at Tomlin's house sometimes. That guy is like among the best people on the planet. Fuck Mother Teresa. She's overrated.
I want to hate him so bad because he's a coach for a division rival. But I mean, this man has never had a losing season. He even won with Duck Hodges at quarterback when Ben was out. And then just hearing him on that podcast, I respect the man.
He has
my
some of the
gosh.
best quotes ever. We want volunteers, not hostages.
oh, man.
It's one of the best quotes
Dude,
ever.
and he even explained why he speaks in like these catchphrase quotes, because he doesn't want you to like have all of him. He keeps something to himself, and he's able to come up with these things that deliver messages that are connected and
get his
talk
point
to.
across.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I remember reading too. This was years ago. It was a basketball coach was talking. And he goes, when you're in a successful team culture or structure, what you'll have is the people end up talking the same language. You create a language. There's a shorthand of things that you say that mean more than just that 2 or 3 words. And like Tomlin seems to have like mastered that. And I'm sure like anybody that's played it for him for any duration of time, those multitude of little catchphrases and sayings and everything, they probably resonate in those guys' souls for the rest of their life.
You know what I like about that is I didn't know he said something about Antonio Brown's kid. You know,
Yeah.
There's something about that because even Brady was like let Antonio and stay
in
there.
his
too.
house that
What's
was-
going on with Antonio? He doesn't have a house. He's staying at everyone's house. The kids are staying with everybody. What's
He's
going
not
on, man?
housebroken. I don't know.
And then afterwards, after the house stay, he shits on the people that he was, the people that just had him in the home, man.
Super weird. Yeah, like, yeah. Guys are going like to an extra level to
You know what I mean?
to help
Bring
him
him
out,
out, yeah.
and then he's like just crapping on him, man. That's just
Oh
like,
man.
and I don't know, like that's like I don't know. It's just a weird thing, like when somebody extends that much to you, to like actually kind of go at them in a negative way. I just don't understand that. Just personal code wise, I don't think I could do that.
I agree with you 1,000%.